Buckle up, baby, because we're about to take you on one heck of a ride. I'm Anthony Carboni, alongside the greatest co-pilot in the galaxy, Andy Gutierrez.
Thank you, Anthony. That's really sweet. For the next 90 minutes, we'll be bringing you all of the sights, sounds, stars, and Wookiees from Solo: A Star Wars Story from the red carpet in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard, right outside the Dolby Theater.
That's right, and we don't just have interviews with the cast and filmmakers. We're also going to be taking some looks behind the scenes at the making of Solo. We're going to be checking in with fans here live on the red carpet and with all of you at home.
And the best part is, it's all happening live, so anything can happen. Are you ready, Anthony?
I was born ready for this.
Well, then get ready to punch it. The Solo: A Star Wars Story world premiere red carpet live stream presented by Nissan starts right now.
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
Who are these guys?
I assume everyone will betray you.
You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
I waited a long time for a shot like this.
To the Solo: A Star Wars Story world premiere red carpet. We are so excited to get to hang out with you all night long here on the main stage, flanked on both sides by the best fans in the galaxy. Isn't that right?
Wow, it's very hard to compete with Chewbacca walking on the red carpet, but that is getting the fans so excited. And they're so excited because these fans were specially selected members of the 501st Mandalorian Mercs and Rebel Legion costuming groups. And even though they may be hanging out on the carpet, it doesn't mean they're going to be the only fans that get to be a part of the stream this evening.
That's right. All night long, we'll be checking in with you watching at home as well as this rowdy hive of scum and villainy behind me. How, you may be wondering? Simple.
Throughout the stream, we will be soliciting your videos, reactions, and more from our social stage. All you have to do is shoot a quick video of yourself using the hashtag SoloSWS on Twitter.
And speaking of Twitter, we'll be featuring your tweets on our ticker throughout the evening, so tweet at Star Wars using the hashtag Han Solo, and maybe you'll see your message right here on the live stream.
Finally, we're going to be running some very scientific and important polls throughout the night on the Star Wars Twitter page, so make sure you participate in those as well.
And to find out more about those, what do you say we toss it over to our good friend David Collins on our social stage. David, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Andy and Anthony? I'm so excited to be here, and welcome to all of you watching at home to the world premiere of Solo: A Star Wars Story right here in Hollywood, California. The biggest party in the galaxy is happening right now. I'm here on the social stage where we're going to be featuring interviews with celebrity superfans. We're going to be featuring, of course, the filmmakers as they make their way down the red carpet on the way into the premiere. But most importantly, just like Andy and Anthony said, we're going to be featuring you at home. That's right, we're going to be featuring your videos, your reactions, and we're going to be doing some very scientific, very hard-hitting Star Wars polls all night long on social media. So, in fact, let's kick it off with our first Twitter poll of the night. Here it is right here. Who would be your Millennium Falcon co-pilot? Han, Chewie, Lando, or Kira? Now, the poll will be live on twitter.com/Star Wars for the next 15 minutes, so go and vote. And like Andy and Anthony said, if you want to send a video response to the poll, do it now, and make sure you use the hashtag SWS Solo. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. We're going to see some of your videos tonight, right, guys? I cannot wait. Now, Andy, we have to talk about this giant Millennium Falcon behind me.
Oh, I almost didn't notice it. It's really subtle, right?
Yeah, no, not really. But I bet the people at home would love to see how the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy landed in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard.
Then I guess it's a good thing we had cameras rolling to see exactly how that happened. Watch.
Lucky.
While we have a full-size Millennium Falcon here on the red carpet at the premiere, check out this Nissan Rogue, this customized, one-of-a-kind Millennium Falcon. It looks like Lando's Falcon from Solo, a Star Wars story. You can see we got the blue stripes, we've got the single cannon up on the top. And check out this windshield. It looks just like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. And for the first time, Nissan has customized the interior. Check this out. It's like stepping into the Falcon cockpit. Man, I'm going to find a Sabacc card game and try and smuggle some keys so I can take this thing for a spin. You know, while I'm doing that, why don't you check out a video about how this was created? I'm going to go to hyperspace.
I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer.
Solo, a Star Wars story is another amazing opportunity for ILM and Nissan to collaborate
and reimagine a Nissan Rogue as the Millennium Falcon.
When we would get together with Nissan, they were excited just as much as we were.
They're all huge fans.
Bouncing ideas off of each other, just collaborating as a team.
Underneath, it's a stock Nissan Rogue. The goal here is to bring in the Millennium Falcon look.
And this one's really fun for everyone because the Falcon has such distinct sounds.
With the Nissan Rogue, we've really embraced the themes of this movie. With Nissan Intelligent Mobility Technology and ProPilot Assist, you'll experience the world around you as if you had your very own trusty sidekick by your side on board.
It's been an incredible opportunity to work together.
Life's drives and adventures are more fun with a sidekick.
Since when do you know how to fly? 190 years old? You look great.
Now, as we all well know, Lando is a man who has a taste for the finer things in life, and that doesn't stop at the Millennium Falcon. We had Donald Glover take us on a tour of the inside of Lando's Falcon to find out how the Smuggler of Smooth decorated the fastest ship in the galaxy.
Hey, I'm Donald Glover, and this is the Millennium Falcon. Come on, let me show you around. These are the living quarters. One of my favorite places on the ship. Everything's patent leather. We got the sound system. It's pretty great. You don't want to touch any of this. Up here, we have the guest quarters. Pretty awesome space. Over here, we have one of my favorite places on the ship, food and coffee bar. Make you a drink if you want, you know. This ship has probably never looked better than when Lando kind of had it. Ta-da! This is where the magic happens. We got everything here. These pillows are made from actual Kajak hair. That's not easy to get. Listen to some tunes if I want to. But I think the coolest part of this entire ship is in here. The cape room. I got every cape, okay? I got an everyday cape, sister's wedding cape, intergalactic President's Day cape. This is just if someone gets cold cape. I got everything you could probably ever ask for in here. And here is the cockpit. Here we are, in the cockpit. You made it. Over here, we have the sliders, light-up buttons, but I think the coolest part of the ship has to be the hyperdrive. And you get into hyperdrive like this. I never get tired of that.
So we just got here from Sacramento, and oh my God, look. So excited.
Wolves of Mandalore, Wolfang 1, heading down to Hollywood for the Solo red carpet premiere. Oh, Solo. Oh, Solo.
Hey guys, we're here waiting in line to get our badges.
Yes, we are.
This is where the fun begins. I have a very good feeling about this.
Now, people have been voting feverishly on our Twitter, but before we reveal the results for who you would want to be your Millennium Falcon co-pilot, let's take a look at what you had to say via video.
My co-pilot would be Lando, because we'd be cruising through the galaxy with style.
My Millennium Falcon co-pilot would have to be Kira. She's so cool.
Out have to be Kira. I mean, come on.
Co-pilot, 9 no.
Co-pilot, my wife.
Well, I gotta say Chewie.
Chewie's always my co-pilot.
I got Chewie.
There he is, Chewie! Hi, Chewie! Woo!
A lot of Chewie in there, that's great. And the results for who you would want to be your co-pilot are, let's take a look. We have those results? Well, okay, oh, well, great. Well, it looks like it was Chewbacca. I'm just hearing in my ear. Well, that was a surprise. Chewbacca, of course, the perfect co-pilot throughout the galaxy. Look, we got lots more to come tonight, including our latest poll, which is launching right now. Which new alien are you most excited to see? Rio, Therm Scissor Punch, Moloch, or Argus Six Eyes Panics? Wow, those are some new alien names. Those are incredible. Vote now on Star Wars on Twitter, and we'll bring you the results in just a minute. More Star Wars red carpet coming up right now.
So you want to make a difference?
Yeah.
Trust me, you're gonna love it.
And which branch are you interested in joining?
I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Your name?
In the fight against childhood hunger, heroes will be revealed. No, not him, or even him. We're talking about you. Get exclusive trading cards at Denny's. Proceeds benefit No Kid Hungry. Solo, a Star Wars story, May 25th.
You know they always say, let the Wookiee win when it comes to holochess. But Chewie wasn't always a Grand Master. In fact, he first learned the rules of the game thanks to Beckett on board Lando's Falcon. Check it out.
Think. You want to make that move. You want to make that move. You made that move, okay. I guess I'll have to destroy that little guy. Somehow I never get bored with winning. No, you can't wipe them off. They're holograms. Hey, Chewie, relax. Hey, try to compose yourself. Look, all you gotta do is think a few moves ahead, anticipate your opponent. There's a lesson to be learned here. What's your name anyway? Hey, kid, there's a big shot gangster. He's putting together a crew.
You think everything sounds like a bad idea?
If you come with me, you're in this life for good.
I waited a long time for a shot like this. I got a really good feeling about this.
Fans here tonight and across the galaxy have loved the character of Han Solo for generations. But what was Han like before we first met him a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? Let's find out from the cast and crew of Solo, a Star Wars story.
The Star Wars universe that we see in Solo was different from anything else that we've seen in any previous Star Wars movies. The Empire controls everything. Everyone is struggling to survive, but we discover this incredibly free spirit.
We're meeting Han right before he becomes the Han that we know. You end up getting to see how this guy got to be the way he is. It's all part of this great expansion of the Han Solo world.
It's a rite of passage.
You look good.
The tests he needs to face, the challenges he has to endure to become
Han Solo.
Those first encounters with Chewbacca.
You're gonna need a nickname, because I ain't saying that every time.
With the Millennium Falcon. With Lando Calrissian.
Did you win your ship playing cards?
I like this kid.
They're in this movie.
I'm a driver, a great pilot.
He's the most exciting character in the saga for me. You don't know what he's gonna do.
I'm a terrible person.
He's reckless.
He does these stupid things that should never work. And they do. I'm fine! And he does it with bravado. I might be the only person who knows what you really are.
What's that?
There is so much going on the carpet here tonight already. There's so much excitement about Solo, a Star Wars story. But of course, the most important thing that we can do right now is find out which alien you're looking forward to seeing the most in Solo. Now, of course, before we reveal the results, let's see what you had to say.
I'm pretty excited to meet Rio, mostly because I want to roast him for saying Wookiee instead of Wookiee.
It's Rio Durant.
Rio? I'm going with Rio Durant with a close second of literally every other alien I've seen. Shout out to the creature department.
Therm Scissor Punch.
Really excited to see Therm Scissor Punch.
Therm Scissor Punch. Who isn't excited about Therm Scissor Punch? He's obviously the best.
To be most excited for Therm Scissor Punch or not to be excited? That is the question.
That was great. Did I see some Hamlet in there? That was incredible. All right, well, let's take a look at the results. Who you're most excited about here. There's our graphic. We've got Rio, Therm Scissor Punch, Malik, and Six Eyes Panics. And Rio, what a surprise upset. Wow, Rio. Well, that's incredible. Rio, I'm sure, is going to be an incredible character. Of course, Therm Scissor Punch, for me, I thought was going to clinch it just because of the name. That's really fantastic. Well, we've got more Solo Red Carpet coming right up. And here we have a new poll here. Check this out. Which scoundrel would be the first to join your crew? Would it be A, Beckett, B, Val, C, Rio, or D, L337? Voting is open right now, and keep on tweeting your reactions using the hashtag Han Solo to participate in our ticker, or send us a response on video using Twitter with the hashtag SoloSWS. More Red Carpet coming right up.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else?
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Why not?
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Live here on the stage with me right now, Jonas Sortimo, Chewbacca. What's up, man?
It's a good day.
It's a very good day. Let me ask you something. Are you wearing yours? Because I'm wearing mine.
I forgot. I'm sorry. The baby was crying and it was a mess, so I forgot. Sorry.
Well, I'm repping for you tonight. So let me ask you, man. I mean, you've obviously played Chewbacca before, but this is a totally new era in Chewbacca's life. How did you think about it differently than the way you've played him in the past?
Well, I just approached it as another adventure happening in a different time in Chewbacca's life. And it was interesting to approach this time when Chewbacca doesn't know Han. He doesn't know all these people, and he's in a really bad spot, and he's looking for a way out, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds on the screen.
I'm so excited. I have to know, when the script is written, lines are written for Chewbacca. How do you handle that on set? What's the process like there?
Well, as I've said before, I just kind of take those lines and transform them into my best Wookiee, meaning that if the line says, "Don't go there," Chewbacca will say, "Don't go there," and that's yeah.
Now, I have to ask you, you are obviously in costume the entire time as Chewbacca, but you're also a very tall man. Do you get recognized a lot?
Not so much. I mean, it's one of the blessings of the role, I think, is I can walk free, but because it's also my mission when I play Chewie is to play and appear like the legendary Peter Mayhew. Because, you see, I'm a Star Wars fan first, and I want Chewbacca to be the same from movie to movie, including the originals. And so, if I don't get recognized, I've done my job well.
So would you say, is that the most important thing to remember while playing Chewbacca, or is there something that you always try to keep in mind when you're Chewie?
I think I'm just trying to have fun, and my love for Star Wars has never been greater than when I'm seeing Solo, a Star Wars story tonight.
Oh my gosh, man, it is so exciting. We are all excited to see it as well. It is so wonderful to see you again, sir. Jonas Suotamo, everybody. Woo! Thanks so much, man.
Thanks so much, man.
Oh, we have more from the Solo, a Star Wars story red carpet coming up in just a moment.
I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
Who are these guys?
Han Solo. Lando Calrissian.
Whoa, is that a Wookiee?
On May 25th.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good. You in?
That's yes.
Solo, a Star Wars story. Rated PG-13.
All night long, we've been getting some great fan videos from everyone at home, and there is still time to get yours in. Head to Twitter, shoot a video of you reacting to the stream, what you like, what you're looking forward to, things you cannot believe, answers to our poll questions, anything. Tag it with hashtag SoloSWS, and like magic, your face might be a part of the show.
Hi, Mike Senna here. William Miyamoto.
Michael McMaster.
Matt Hobbs. And we're here at the Solo premiere.
Yeah.
Take a look at these guys. Woo! Look at that Falcon.
We're at the red carpet for the Han Solo premiere. We're so excited. Woo!
I'm here on the red carpet and I can't wait to see Solo.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10. I was kicked out of the flight academy for having a mind of my own. I'm gonna be a pilot. Best in the galaxy.
Hey, kid. I'm putting together a crew. You in?
That's yes.
I might be the only person. Who knows what you really are?
What's that?
Get ready.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
Oh man, things are just heating up down here on the carpet. People are starting to arrive, and the energy is absolutely amazing. I am joined on the stage with, by Solo, a Star Wars story VFX supervisor and new ILM president, hey, Robbie Doe, and Pat Tubach. So guys, this movie is absolutely beautiful. I mean, every clip that I've seen so far just has such an incredible new, fresh vibe to it. Was there any shot that you worked on for like months and months and months, and it goes by in a second, you're just like, oh, that's it, it's gone?
That's kind of all the shots, isn't it, Pat? I mean, pretty much every one of those shots has so many hours of artists just putting their heart and souls into it. So if you look at that opening sequence and we're looking down on the city of Corellia and you see all those buildings, every one of those buildings was handmade by one of the artists at Industrial Light and Magic. And you may only get to see it for a few seconds in the film, but you're going to really, hopefully, get the sense of the massive spectacle that is a big Star Wars film.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a lot in this movie for the fans. And I think the whole end of the movie, which is going to really surprise people, I think that that's something we've been waiting to do for a really, really long time. And just being able to actually creatively get to, express that kind of art on the screen and be able to bring that out for the fans is great. I think everybody's really going to love it.
I mean, there's nobody better than ILM to make something like this, so it's just absolutely incredible. Now, you created fully rendered scenes to play out on LED panels that were surrounding the cockpit of the Falcon while the actors were inside it. Can you talk a little bit more about that process? Because it's insane.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments of the whole entire making of this film was we had made this 30-foot tall screen that wrapped around the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, and we had the stars on there, and all the actors went into the cockpit. And it was like riding a simulator ride. It's like riding a ride at Disneyland. And then when Donald and Phoebe pushed the hyperspace lovers forward, we actually put them in hyperspace, wrapped them around with hyperspace around them. So after the scene was over, and the actors freaked out the first time because we kind of surprised them.
Okay, good, because I'm like, there's no way I would be able to sit there and not lose my cool when that happened. But I'm glad to know that that's normal.
Yeah, they kind of lost their cool. And then after it got quiet, I was listening on my headphones because I was just off stage standing next to Ron Howard. And Donald Glover, who might be the coolest guy on set, right, is kind of definitely the coolest guy on set. He goes real quietly, he goes, "This is the coolest thing I have ever done." And I'm like, oh my gosh, we gave Donald Glover a cool moment in the Millennium Falcon.
And I think you should know when you see the actors actually sitting in the cockpit, they're actually reacting to real things that they're watching. And I think that's one of the first times that's ever happened, is they're sitting in the cockpit, they're seeing everything coming at them, and their reactions are real. And that's the cool thing about it,
It's amazing, and it does such wonderful things for the performance, and we're really excited to see it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Congratulations on such an awesome, awesome movie. And there will be more from the Solo, A Star Wars Story red carpet in just a moment.
Big shot gangster putting together crew. You in?
I waited a long time for a shot like this.
We need a ship.
The Millennium Falcon.
Which needs a particular type of pilot.
Watch it. These people are not your friends. There's a lesson to be learned here. I don't think I'm ever gonna learn.
Rated PG-13.
Hey, Star Wars fans, if I'm on screen, you know what that means. It's time for your poll results. And like always, let's see which scoundrel you want to join your crew before going to the results. Let's take a look at some video.
Putting together a crew. This guy right here, he's with me.
LL37 would be the first scoundrel to join my crew because, who doesn't love a sassy robot?
I think Beckett would be the first scoundrel to join my crew. I think that guy's real interesting.
Beckett, prune face.
First scoundrel, Teak. Freddy like himself, Rio Durant.
Did I hear prune face in there? That was amazing, going old school with Return of the Jedi. That was great. And the official winner is, let's see, between Beckett, Val, and Rio, and L3, who's coming up? Is it Beckett? It's L3, our droid from Solo, A Star Wars Story. Wow, that's amazing. To be expected, quite frankly. And now, the final poll of the evening, and boy, this one is tough. Who is the galaxy's most fashionable gambler? Is it Lando, or Lando? Get your votes in right now on our Twitter, and I'll be back in a few with the results. Boy, this one is going to be tight. Wow. More Solo red carpet coming right up. I am here with Yvette Nicole Brown. And Yvette, it is so nice to see you. Of course, Star Wars fans would know you from Lego Star Wars The Freemaker Adventure Season 2. What was it like voicing that?
It's amazing that one of the first recording sessions I did as Lieutenant Valeria, I got to say, "May the Force be with you." And I was like, "Thank you and good night." Like, there's really nothing you can do bigger than that for me. I'm the biggest Star Wars nerd. I saw the first Star Wars when I was 7, back when I was a kid. So it's just, to be a part of the universe, even in a Lego way, is just amazing.
And you've built some Lego on set, I understand.
I built the Millennium Falcon when I was doing my show, The Mayor, last season. Every time I had a break, I would go to my dressing room and build it.
How long did that take you?
I thought it would take me the whole season. I did it in like 2 episodes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Now, what is the nerdiest Star Wars thing you think you've ever done, being a fan your whole life?
Well, you know, I still have my first R2-D2, and I protect it with my life. And also, I collect Yodas. That's pretty nerdy.
That's amazing.
I have a lot of Yodas, so yes.
Now, do you prefer, let's say, doing voiceover like on Freemaker, or would you want to say, "Hey, Donald, move over, I really want to jump on camera"?
I would love to be in a Star Wars film. I'm saying it here right now. I don't care if it's like running in the background, I would love it. But I do like voiceover because you don't have to do hair and makeup. You just kind of show up in your pajamas and say your lines.
And you just say those lines with all the, "May the Force be with you."
May the Force be with you.
Well, thank you so much, Yvette. Enjoy the evening, enjoy the film.
Excited?
I'm so excited. All right, okay. Han has been friends with Chewbacca for most of his life, whereas Chewbacca, well, he's only been friends with him for a tiny fraction of his. How is that possible, you might ask? Because Chewie is very, very old. You don't believe me? Watch this clip from Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Good going, Han.
We need to divert auxiliary power to the rear deflector shield.
We definitely do.
Since when do you know how to fly? 190 years old? You look great.
Chewie, get in. I'll help Lando.
Joined now on stage by Paul Bettany, Dryden Voss. How wild is this, man?
Amazing, it's amazing.
Unbelievable. We had, you just had a Falcon moment.
Yeah, I did. There's the Millennium Falcon. And it's unbelievable, and you're all here, and we're going to see Star Wars. Unbelievable.
Now, you have said before that Star Wars kind of changed your entire world when you were a kid. Was there a moment for you on set where you were kind of like, "Oh man, 6-year-old Paul Bettany needs to see this"?
Oh yeah, I mean it was you know every moment. My first day on set, I walked down a spiral staircase, and an R2 unit went by with champagne flutes on his head, and I went, "My God, I'm in Star Wars! I'm in Star Wars!" It was amazing.
And Dryden, speaking of the R2 with champagne flutes on his head, we have seen the underworld in Star Wars before, but Dryden feels like he's coming from a much more opulent place. Why is Dryden surrounded by so much class when Jabba is surrounded by, say, like, frogs in jars?
Oh, right, yeah, well, you know, Dryden's just really good at being a gangster, and he's really good at being bad, you know. He's the Godfather, so, yeah, that's why.
That's why. So what does it take to kind of bring a villain to life, or what is kind of the central thing that you think kind of makes Dryden such a bad dude that makes him the Godfather?
You know, I think the really lovely thing about being able to do these standalone movies is that they're not encumbered by the same set of responsibilities that the main franchise is, and there's, you know, we can be slightly more playful with the bad guy, and he just really enjoys being a bad dude.
I love it. Now, between Dryden and the Vision, I feel like over the last 5 years, you spend maybe like 60% of your life in makeup chairs. What do you do with all that time? Are you like, do you knit? Is it Sudoku? What are you doing in the chair for those hours?
You know, you know, the Dryden was so much easier. Yeah. It was lovely. I was in and out of makeup in 20 minutes. It was a real change.
Nice. No body stockings.
No, sir.
Well, this is amazing, man. Is there anything that you want people to know about Solo? Anything that really has you amped that you want the Star Wars community to know about this film?
Well, you know, when I first saw this movie, when I first saw Star Wars, I was 6 years old, and it took me out of a really grey, drab 1970s London, and took me to another universe. And in that universe, I met a lot of people, and one of those people that I met was Han Solo. And Han Solo shot first. And, wow! And so Han, this movie chronicles a time where we understand and we learn why Han discovers that it's better to shoot first than second.
Amazing. Paul Bettany, thank you so much. So lovely to have you here, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, we got more from the red carpet in just a moment. Stay with us.
Pilot. Best in the galaxy.
I like this kid. Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
We need an incredibly fast ship and a brilliant pilot.
We've got the pilot.
Punch it!
The real question is, who's going to be my co-pilot?
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Anticipate your opponent. No, you can't wipe them off. They're holograms.
Rated PG-13.
Right here. I'm standing here with supervising sound editor on Solo, a Star Wars story, Matthew Wood, Oscar, just award-winning
Star Wars guy.
Star Wars guy for years and years and years. You're a veteran at this now. What are you most excited about people to experience with this movie?
Oh gosh, this film was so fun. It's just got such forward momentum. It was, you know, Ron Howard came on and came up to Skywalker Ranch and...
Excuse me. Oh, it's Dave Acorn. Look at this. We got one more up here. Come on up.
Squeeze in.
Dave Acorn and Matthew Wood, a double Sky Sound whammy here.
I was just saying that, like, Ron Howard came back to Skywalker Sound. You know, he did Backdraft with us. He also did Cocoon with us and Willow, obviously. So it was so fun to have him back at Skywalker. And to take this movie, a character that we know and love, Han Solo, that's so full of energy and not really connected to the Force. You know, he's doing his own thing, and the whole movie just has that trajectory. It's pure Han Solo the whole way, just action, fun, adventure, camaraderie.
That's so great to hear. I can't wait to see it and hear it. Now, for those that don't know, about how long is the Sky Sound crew working on this from beginning to end?
I think I started in August or September. But I know that you were on probably even before that, maybe July.
Yeah, these films can last a year, sometimes a little less. But yeah, we were on for all the post-production process, even starting with George Lucas. He always had us come on really early,
be part of the process, read the script, get involved, and have ideas, and share them with the director, just like Ron. And so yeah, we're on for it's a very inclusive process at Skywalker.
That's great. Now, without giving anything away, is there any sort of strange sound source that you had to go out and get that we should keep our ears open for in Solo?
There's one strange sound source, and he's holding the microphone right now.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we have a great group of actors that we use for a lot of the sort of miscellaneous audio voice parts, that, as I'm sure you're aware of, because you're part of it. Right. Well, we've done it on the last 3 or 4 movies. We try to get a whole group of people that have been involved in Clone Wars and the original Star Wars and the prequels, and we bring together a whole sound of a cast, basically. Yeah. So we've got them being stormtroopers and aliens and PA voices and checkpoints.
The Star Wars players.
Yeah, the Star Wars players, I call them. But
Yeah.
there's also a little screen that we put in. We've retired the Wilhelm screen. It's had its day. We have a new screen that's been in about 4 films, and if people can hear it and they want to throw theories up to us on Twitter, we're happy for that.
And you'll tell us about it someday.
Someday.
It's an Easter egg for now.
Yeah.
An Easter egg for now. Well, thank you so much. We cannot wait to experience Solo: A Star Wars Story, hear all your hard work. And I understand we have someone on the main stage. Andy, right back to you.
It's always fun when Dave Filoni shows up at these events because they don't even hand me cards. There's no questions. They're like, just go talk to Dave. So we've got my good friend Dave Filoni up here, who I swear got one of the largest cheers when he walked out onto the red carpet. So, Dave, we just announced your new animated series is coming out soon, Resistance. Is there anything you could tell us about it? Or are you just like pretending that?
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything about it. I'm really excited about it. I think the team is doing a great job. It's one of the most exciting styles that we've done look-wise. It really harkens back to a lot of the animation I grew up watching look-wise and style-wise. And I think Justin, Athena, and Brandon have done a great job bringing it to life, so I'm really excited for everyone to see what they're doing.
Yeah, the art style is absolutely beautiful, and it's just such a testament to the team and the kind of work that Lucasfilm puts out all the time. Now, you were, you're one of the prominent creatives within the company. Did you have a lot of say, or did you work on any of the development of Solo in particular?
And I really can't tell you anything about that. This is a boring interview, but we're moments away.
You're killing me, Dave.
Fun stuff. Why hear me describe it? It's not I just come to talk to you. We could talk about Star Wars. We could talk about many things, but just not what I'm involved in work-wise right now.
All right, fine, bye.
Yeah, basically.
No, I mean, I'm really excited about Solo. There's a lot of really neat styles and new looks that are coming out of the Star Wars content these days. And I'm really excited about Solo because it has this really fast 70s feel. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to seeing tonight?
I'm excited about many things, and I'm excited to see all the fans here. I love the way they come, the way they're dressed. Look at the helmets. Look at the Mandalorian helmets. I love that. I love the Landos. Look at the
L3 down at the end. I mean,
the L3. I mean, there's a wolf pack. That's what I love when I come here. It's not just a movie for me. It's the whole experience of being here with the people that love Star Wars the most. I got a Lando looking at me powerfully right there. Look at that, Lando.
I know this whole thing could be very intimidating, but when you show up and you see all these familiar faces, you see your friends and your family out in the crowd.
It's great. The movie starts when you get here. I feel like I'm in the movie now because of these guys.
Well, I'll let you go down and say hi to everybody because I know that they want to say hi to you. And there will be more from the red carpet of Solo: The Star Wars Story in just a moment. Stick with us.
Does the seat open?
Please.
I heard you won your ship playing cards.
It's true.
Fastest in the galaxy.
But my ship isn't for everyone.
On May 25th.
You got what it takes?
There's only one way to find out.
Whoa, Han. Slow down. You might want to quit while you're ahead.
You might want to quit while you're behind.
Solo: A Star Wars Story. Rated PG-13.
In Solo, we finally get to see how Chewie and Han meet. but we also finally get to see the legendary sabacc game between Han and Lando. In fact, let's take a look at how it all went down.
You see, how'd you guys let me beat you on that one? Come on. There's no liars in this game, just players.
The seat taken?
Nobody's in the seat that ain't taken, friend.
So this is, sabacc?
Sabacc.
Sabacc. Got it.
You played before?
A couple times, yeah.
Captain Lando Calrissian.
Han Solo. Looks like you're having a good day.
I'm a lucky guy.
Can I ask you a question, Captain Calrissian?
Anything, Han?
It's Han, but that's okay. I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
I've got John Powell here with me, the composer of the score for Solo. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
First of all, you've done a lot of big movies. This is kind of your thing, but what was it like when you heard you were going to be scoring a Star Wars film?
I was a nervous Padawan. Realized I didn't know what I was doing, and this was going to be the real big one. So it was fine, but it's very nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking. But I had Yoda at my side, otherwise known as John Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about that. You know, you're writing a new score, and you're weaving these sort of melodies that we already know sort of into it. What was that process like for you? How do you decide when to keep things fresh and when to kind of use the things that we know?
Well, we tried to define every melody we needed for the film beforehand. Some were old, some were new by John, and some were new by me. And every character or idea in the film has what's called a leitmotif. So it follows everybody or their ideas or their intents all the way through the movie.
Is there one that you particularly love?
Well, we have a love theme for Kira and Han. But the question is it real love?
Nice. So, we have not heard any of your music yet. This is the first night anybody is going to hear any of the score for Solo. How does that feel for you? What is that like?
Well, the very first time I heard any of it myself was when we were filming. I went to watch them film a scene in a closet, you'll see, with Kira and Han. And I think I heard the first bit of score in my head then. That was a year ago.
It's amazing. So, how long does it take to score from the time where you're like, all right, it's time to sit down and figure this out, to final score? Because I know I interviewed you for the Star Wars show a couple weeks ago, and they were picking up the final score that morning.
Yeah, it was all really just finishing then. I mean, I started really last, December, and really by January we were really working, and then we finished at the end of April.
Man, it is so wonderful that we are going to get to hear this music tonight. John Powell, thank you so much for joining me, man. Always a pleasure to see you.
Great pleasure, thank you.
And now we're going to Dave Collins over on the social stage with our final poll results of the evening.
That's right, thanks, Anthony. We've had a lot of really exciting moments here already. There's just so much energy just buzzing about this film behind me. But of all the exciting things, you know what the most important thing is this evening? The results to the most hard-hitting poll of the night. Who is the most fashionable gambler in the galaxy? And the winner is, let's take a look. I know this is going to be tight. Okay, we're going to reveal it. We're going to reveal it. Oh, I see. And the winner is going to be revealed right after we see what you have to say. Let's take a look.
Most fashionable gambler, Zuckus.
Most fashionable gambler, Galandra.
Who's the galaxy's most fashionable gambler?
No competition. Lando. I mean, come on, who can pull off a shirt like that? See, even Lando agrees. He's nodding his head.
Lando is the most fashionable gambler in the entire galaxy.
Between Lando and Lando, I would go with Kid Sturge and Chani.
I'm speechless. It's Lando. I do not believe this. According to our highly scientific social media poll, the winner of the most fashionable gambler in the galaxy is, you guessed it, Lando Calrissian. Amazing. What an upset victory for Lando. It looks like it was Lando B, though. I don't know if there's anything significant about that. I don't know. Anthony, right back to you on the main stage.
Joined now by the writers of Solo, A Star Wars Story, Jonathan and Lawrence Kasdan. Thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
tonight.
for having us.
We're happy to be here. This is so wonderful. You know, you've talked about all of the inspirations behind the film, everything from The Big Lebowski to Treasure Island. How do you weave all of those things together into one story?
Well, we just look, what would be fun?
Yeah.
That's all we were looking for. What would be a fun journey to take Han on?
Yeah, we try to find moments that have delighted us in books and movies, and we think, how can we steal those for our movie and get all that fun and all that pleasure that comes with Star Wars 2?
Yeah, and you've said, Lawrence, that this Han movie is one that you have wanted to write for a while. Why was it that you wanted to do this Han movie?
I wanted to do a Star Wars movie about my favorite character, and I also wanted to do one that had a kind of story that we hadn't seen ever before, where you had to invest in the characters in a certain kind of way, follow the details of the plot in a certain kind of way. I thought we were able to do that.
What's the one thing that you kind of have to nail, do you think, about a Han story? What's the one quality that has to be in there?
There's so many, but if a word came to mind, it would be swagger.
Yes.
He's got the swagger, and nobody's got it like him, so you got to get that right, and we have
Absolutely.
a good partner in Alden for that.
Yeah. And so what is it like for you writing a movie together as father and son, writing your first movie together?
It was interesting, as you'd think, but mostly total fun.
A lot of laughs.
Yeah, we were working on something we both really like, and it was great for me. You know, it's a story, the saga is about generations, and here I got to work with my son on it.
Yeah, and we worked in the same house that I grew up in and played with Star Wars toys on the floor of the room. And 25 years later, here we are. So it's very cool.
It's unbelievable. We are so excited to see it. Jonathan and Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great to see you.
Now, Han has always seemed to be able to talk his way out of any situation, but it wasn't always like that, especially when it comes to the mysterious Enfys nest. Check it out.
Must have known you'd see me again.
I was counting on it. Just didn't plan on it being so soon. Of course, now you've got a problem.
Big problem. You happen to notice that freighter down there? You know what's on it? About 30 hired guns. All I gotta do is give them the signal, you're surrounded.
Sorry. Do your thing.
Big shot gangster putting together crew.
You need my top lieutenant.
On May 25th.
All right, people, do not improvise.
What's the plan? So glad we took this job!
Whoa, hand. Man will quit while you're ahead.
When have I ever steered you wrong?
Don't listen to him.
Solo, a Star Wars story. Rated PG-13.
Oh man, guys, it is getting close. And we are graced now by the director of Solo, A Star Wars Story. I'm so, flustered. Ron Howard, guys. Welcome Ron Howard to the stage.
pleasure. So much fun. So
Oh my gosh.
exciting.
Now, you're no stranger to working with Lucasfilm, but it was never like this before.
No, this is showmanship at its best, and but it's and it's and it's what Star Wars fans deserve, this kind of excitement. But I'm also really glad that we worked very hard to make this release date. It was a big challenge, but the movie was not compromised one bit, and I'm so glad because it really feels like it's a summer movie to me. And so I'm really glad that it's happening now, and here we are.
And it looks so fun and so beautiful. Now, you've directed so many different types of movies in the past 40 years. Is Star Wars like a different beast entirely?
It's its own combination of these entertainment values that we as fans love. And I didn't realize all the different ways that a Star Wars movie excites you, entertains you, and transports you, really, until I was in it, working on it as a director. But I think that's the magic of it. It's the action, but it's also the heart of it. And of course, this is a movie that's really built around the relationships that are going to wind up having an impact and define Han Solo's life. It also affects the action, but it's these relationships with this great set of characters that I think is what makes it, entertaining. It gives it that heart, also a lot of the humor.
And it makes you feel like a kid all over again.
Well, that's, fun is the operative word, and we had so much fun making it, and I hope it's a lot of fun watching it. That's certainly our intention.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight and coming up and talking with us. Congratulations on tonight.
Pleasure.
It was
Thanks so
awesome
much.
talking to you.
And these fans are the greatest, aren't
I know, they're amazing. And there will be more from the Solo A Star Wars Story red carpet in just a second.
Big shot gangster, putting together crew. You in?
I waited a long time for a shot like this. What are you doing with Harry and the boy?
We need a ship.
The Millennium Falcon.
Every ship isn't for everyone. She needs a particular type of pilot.
You done flirting?
These people, not your friends. There's a lesson to be learned here.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Joining me now on stage, Emilia Clarke. Kira is here. And we were just saying, there are so many Kiras in the crowd tonight. I feel like last Halloween I saw nothing but Daenerys's, and now it's going to be nothing but Kira's. How does that feel?
It feels pretty amazing. It feels really good, yeah.
It's got to be a little surreal.
Yes, incredibly surreal, especially when they look much better than I did. I mean...
I have to know, Kira has known Han most of his life. Kira is new to us.
Yeah.
What is sort of the relationship between Kira and Han?
Well, I think that it's a pretty special one. Everything about this movie is getting you ready for what you already know, and I think that the way that we get there is it's satisfying, that's for sure. It's good.
Well, I think it's interesting because what little we've seen of Kira in just a couple clips, she seems to have a totally different vibe in every single one. And we know that that the Kasdans and Ron were really taking a lot of inspiration from a lot of different 70s movies. Was there any kind of genres or characters where you were like, you had them in your head when you were thinking about Kira?
Well, there's a lot of mystique around Kira. There's a lot of, she's a bit of an enigma. So I think I was kind of channeling a lot of the film noir sort of, 70s classic movies to try and get a little mystique going for her.
I feel like it's working from what I've seen. That's great.
Thank you. I tried.
So the other thing I have to know, we've got Gwendolyn Christie, obviously, and now you. Is there anybody in the Game of Thrones cast that's just like, yo, are you gonna like intro me to the Star Wars people?
Well, I mean, Kit is desperate. You know what I'm saying? That boy just needs to be in Star Wars.
It's just like, yo, but seriously, Amelia, what's going on?
Yeah, I think it's yeah.
And I have to know, like, everybody wants to know Game of Thrones secrets. Does the Game of Thrones cast want to know Star Wars secrets?
Yeah, but because we're all in Spoilerville, everyone's like, so you can't say anything. You obviously can't. I don't like that.
You have like this understanding because you come from that place.
No, exactly. I'm very lucky that I get to have both. I know it all now.
Well, we are very excited to see everything about the mysterious Kira tonight. Thank you so much, Amelia, for dropping by. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
We have more from the carpet here in just a moment, so stay with us.
Joining me now on the main stage, Han Solo himself, Alden Ehrenreich. Everybody say what's up!
Yeah, hey!
Woo! There's nothing quite like this, huh?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So
yeah.
My first question for you is, did you park that there? Because that's a towaway zone.
Oh yeah, shoot. You're right. I should. You know what? I've been signing so many things. This sounds ridiculous. I hadn't noticed that.
It's blending in very well.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow. Hi, there they are.
So Donald said that he watched a lot of 70s movies to get the vibe for this when he got the role. What kind of research did you do to get to the mindset of Han?
Well, you know, the Star Wars universe is such a vast and complex world, and so the main thing was to kind of learn that. But speaking of 70s movies, there's one of my favorite movies growing up was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And I think this movie has a little bit of the fun of that film.
Now, you had auditioned for this role for almost half of a year.
Yeah.
Was there any point in that process where it struck you as like, oh, wow, this is real, like this could be happening?
I think my third screen test, like my third audition when I was actually on the Millennium Falcon was pretty much that, yeah, and I was with Chewie and everything. I felt it pretty clearly there, yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be the most insane moment.
Yeah.
So a lot of the directors that you've worked with in the past have praised that you're constantly learning. Coppola called you a total sponge. Ron said you probably read a book a day. What's the one thing that you learned from Solo, from this movie?
I feel like I learned a lot. You know, I really learned a lot of things. I think I became a kind of, to do all the stunts and stuff, you have to be a kind of an athlete. So I learned a lot about training and that kind of stuff. And I think also, I don't exactly know if this is learning something, but I walked away with a different feeling of satisfaction. Something so huge means so much. And to kind of, you know, go through that experience was really a wonderful achievement.
Yeah, and you've talked to me before about how you recognize the importance of the Star Wars community as being central to the Star Wars experience. What do you want the Star Wars fan community to walk away with from your portrayal of Han?
I hope that they feel the thrill, you know, that I felt watching these movies as a kid, and I think the fun and the thrill of it. I've got my nieces and nephews here tonight, so I think that kind of joy where you're just enthralled, I think that's the main thing.
Well, we can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have an awesome time tonight. And there will be more from the Solo: A Star Wars Story red carpet in just a moment.
I've got Donald Glover here with me, Lando Calrissian. Welcome, sir. Slow week for you.
Very slow week, but hopefully it'll speed up as soon as this movie comes out.
So I want to know. You talked to Billy D about playing Lando, and basically his advice was like, I walked in and I was Lando. Yeah. What do you do after that?
Walk in and be Lando.
Yeah.
That was all I really could do. So I was very fortunate to actually get that kind of response, because it was like, very simple.
Yeah. I feel like in a way it's very Billy D, but it's also very like get you out of your head.
Yeah, I didn't have to overthink it. It was like really nice and just be cool and have fun with these guys. It was great.
Because I know that you are a big fan, so I have to imagine that when you heard, it was a mix of just like total elation and then total just like, oh my God, I have to do this now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it took a moment before I kind of was like, oh, I really have to do this. But I called my dad. My dad's like the original Star Wars like buff. So I called him and he was like, you're gonna kill it. So it gave me the strength really to pull it off. So yeah.
So what is the one best thing now that it's over about playing Lando?
Playing Lando? All those suits are tailored to me. Like all the capes and stuff are tailored to me, so I know that no one else can really wear them.
So when you're walking out, you're just like, nobody can use these, right? I can just
use them.
I can just take.
But also just like, I guess, really honestly the fans. Like it's just been like, since the day I was announced, I went and bought a pizza, and at the shop, there was a guy who was like, Lando. And he's like, yeah, like, it was so awesome. I was like, the day it was announced, so I was like, it's really been just being able to interact with the fans and stuff.
It's amazing. Now, something I've been wondering since I've seen trailers and clips is, Lando's kind of known as a player and a womanizer a bit, and yet he chooses at the end of the day for his closest companion to be a female droid. Yeah. Let's unpack that.
I think when you're somebody who's on the road a lot, who's just like kind of moving from town to town, you need something honest and stable. And L3 is honest to him. He's the only, almost like the only woman who he can't tame. Like almost, he's trying. And she's super independent and like very much, and is the only person who's like completely honest to him all the time. And I think he just loves that about her and like, and misses it in his everyday interaction because he's moving around so much. So it kind of makes sense.
It's amazing. You can tell that you and Phoebe have definitely found that vibe and that flow and that relationship. Obviously, Harrison and Billy D had their own sort of dynamic when they were playing Han and Lando. What did you and Alden kind of find? Like, what is the vibe between the two of you?
Competitive.
Yeah.
Like, it just became competitive. I mean, like, in a good way. Like, we was always competitive about what we wanted to do, but also it was competitive about, just like, like he started taking kickboxing and like to get beef up, so I did that, and then I'd be like, how many reps could he do? And he's like, he could do this, and I try to beat him by at least one.
Yeah. Y'all are like, just say how many reps you can do on 3. 1, 2, 3.
50,000. So, but it was really just a competitive but fun thing. Like he's so funny, naturally funny and just like interesting person. But also we get to, I don't know, we get to be Han and Lando. It's like, what else do you want?
So before we let you go in and to see the film, is there one thing you want to say to the fans here tonight? Anything you want them to know about Solo?
You guys are gonna have a great time. This is a great summer movie. I really love it, and I saw it, and I'm like a big fan, and I don't just say that. And you guys are the reason I'm in this movie, and I love you very much. That's it.
Donald Glover, everybody. We've got more from the red carpet in just a moment, so stay with us. Thank you so much, man.
So my next guest, Val Tandy Newton, has been here for a few minutes. She's been working the carpet, and just before...
Scanning the area. These people are really dressing up. It's fantastic.
But just before we went live, she looked up and noticed the Falcon.
I said the Millennium effing Falcon, because I obviously hadn't realized that it was there, because it's enormous.
Very subtle. So all we really know about Val at this point is what we've seen in the trailers and from the
Is
poster.
her hair? Can we just talk about her hair?
Her dope hair, her dope jacket.
Hair, that little ruff at the front, you know? It wasn't even real fur. I mean, it was just perfect, head to toe.
So into it. So can you tell us a little more about her character and why she's important? Or are you going to make us wait?
I'm going to make you wait because it's worth it. What I will say though is that she is the most proficient, skilled, no-nonsense character I've ever played. She is the character, a woman that I recognize, but the kind of character that's been given to men time and time again. And to see a woman just adopt it with such ease and grace, and it's perfect.
Because it's just an awesome character.
It's just normal, man. Yeah. For a woman to be that dope, it's just normal, and I love the normalcy of it.
Yeah. So we work at Lucasfilm, and obviously we're not allowed to talk about very much, only what they tell us.
Ever.
Right?
Ever.
They're like, get on stage and talk about nothing for an hour. Now, do they give you bullet points of what's safe to talk about before you come into something like this, or you just fly blind?
A little bit of, I mean, I don't want to talk about, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, they're called spoilers for a reason, because they actually spoil the enjoyment of it. And I come from a time where, you know, I would wait a week to watch Dallas on a Wednesday with my mum, and I used to anticipate and get excited about, you know, what was coming, and the surprise was a huge part of it. And that's Dallas. This is Star Wars. So I mean, it's like, no, I don't want to say anything about it other than I feel like we're in this shared energy of excitement. And it's definitely worth celebrating, and we're going to see it soon.
Now, and before I let you go, you mentioned your mom, and Star Wars is such a family thing. I heard you say that this role was the first role that your teenage daughter was excited to tell her friends about. Can you tell me how that journey has been?
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, not just the fact that I was anything to do with the legacy was huge, but the fact that I played this character in it is like beyond. You know, and it's so iconic. The scroll going up at the beginning, the white words against black, the music. It's just, as soon as I found out that I was going to be a part of it, I just felt like that little girl all over again, all that wonder and all that excitement, and it just is never ending.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We can't wait to learn more about Val, and this is going to be such an amazing night. We're heading over to David Collins on our social stage right now.
Hey everybody, I am so thrilled to be here with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She is L3, a character that I have to say I am so excited about. It's so great to see you.
Good, it's amazing to be here. It's nuts to be here.
And your character is just so badass, but also like funny and just has so much personality. For a droid, that's just such an interesting, dramatic choice. What kind of conversations did you have with Ron Howard and the rest of your cast about bringing L3 to life?
Well, she's a genuinely independent kind of character. She built herself. She's a kind of mongrel. She kind of built herself out of other droids, so she's kind of self-made. She's got a lot of attitude. She really knows what she wants. And she's very funny. She takes no prisoners, so she was a real joy to play. And there's a kind of bullshiness in her physicality, which is really fun to play, rather than it be like Lady Robot, you know, which wouldn't have been as fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. And can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Lando in this movie without giving anything away?
It's sort of like, it's a thin line. It's the thin line between love and hate relationship. They kind of can't exist without each other, but they would never admit it. It's kind of like a brother-sister kind of sibling rivalry with unusual other parts to it. I won't give it away. But I think you'll recognize the relationship. It's a recognizable relationship.
Oh, I cannot wait to experience that and see it on the screen. That's great. Now, people might not know this, but you were in a very complicated getup as L3 on the set. Can you talk a little bit about what you went through every day to become L3 there on the set of Solo?
Yeah, well, I got into my green sock, which was really flattering. It was basically full body with a nice little green leotard over the top, and then a green headpiece. So it was like a runner bean, basically, with eye holes and a little tiny breathing hole. And then on top of me, they built the main parts of the character. So I had these legs and these metallic arms, and then a kind of metallic head. And then it took me about 7 minutes to get in and out of it. We got it down to 7 minutes in the end. So like a loo break was like, go, and like 3 people would jump on me and drill me out of it.
That's amazing.
Like a little green thing running to the loo.
Now, you haven't seen the film yet, is that right?
No, I haven't, no.
But have you seen any of ILM's work on L3 to bring L3 to life?
I've seen a little bit. They showed me during filming what the idea was, and they'd kind of taken some of like me out and showed me what it was going to look like. But I can't wait to see her in like the full glory of.
Well, congratulations on all of your success and on this wonderful night. Enjoy it. Enjoy the movie. We're going to be seeing it for the first time with you.
Yes, I can't wait.
Thank you so much, and may the force be with you.
Thank you. You too.
Back to you, Andy, on the main stage.
Thanks, David. We are on the main stage here with the president of Lucasfilm, my boss, one of the coolest ladies I've ever gotten to know, Kathleen Kennedy. And we were just talking about how the vibe here tonight is just unreal. Like, we've done a couple of these red carpets before, and they're always really exciting, but there's something really special about tonight. What makes these standalone movies, so special?
I think it's because everybody is waiting to see what they are. They don't really know what the story is. Everything's new, exciting, and it's exciting for us as filmmakers because we're watching everybody experience this for the first time.
Yeah, exactly, because I was telling you, we work with Star Wars every day. We're in the building, and I don't know anything that the public doesn't know about this movie. So it's so exciting even for us to go in and just be fans for a night like that. What's it like, as like the conclusion to the journey for you?
This has been a long one, and we have worked really, really hard, and I think Ron Howard has done a spectacular job. I know he was on the show not long ago, and he is so excited to see this with an audience. So, the culmination of a lot of work by a lot of people.
And that's the thing, everyone we talked to tonight has been really just genuinely excited and enthusiastic and wanting to be a part of, the fandom. And down there on the ground and meeting everybody, there's something just so electric about this night. What is the one thing that you want fans to go in and seeing Solo thinking?
I think the main thing to think about is have a great time. This is really fun. That's what it's meant to be, and that's what it turned out being. So I think everybody's going to have a great time.
Oh, I'm so excited about this, and I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great night tonight.
Thank you.
And we will be back with more from the world premiere red carpet from Solo, a Star Wars story, in just a second.
George Lucas.
Jon Favreau is here, Rio Durant. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but just a couple minutes before you showed up, we ran a poll on the internet for everyone's favorite new alien in the movie, Rio, by a huge margin.
Very smart fans. Star Wars is very smart fans. I'm very impressed. They were able to figure that out from the few frames of me in the commercial.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're just throwing the gauntlet on Therm Scissor Punch then?
What was that?
You're just throwing the gauntlet down on Therm Scissor Punch and all the other news.
No. I'm just saying I'm proud of the work that I did along with the wonderful artists at ILM. But I had a great time working with them on this film with Ron Howard and everybody. And going in there and watching the movie progress and seeing the character evolve and change based on my face, seeing the character slowly evolve. So I really feel I see myself in that character, even though he's got 4 arms and a monkey face.
So we don't know much about Rio other than he's got 4 arms and a monkey face. Can you tell us where he fits in with Beckett's crew?
Yeah, he's part of that crew. It's a fun character to play because they're a band of rogues, as you could probably tell. And I'm in that squad, and I get to have some fun banter with all of them. And it's exactly the kind of character you'd want to play if you were all playing Star Wars together. So it's kind of living out a childhood dream.
So we've seen you we've heard you a couple times in Star Wars things, but we haven't seen your face yet. When are we going to see your beautiful face, Jon Favreau, in a Star Wars film?
Oh, you won't be seeing, you've heard my voice playing Pre Vizsla, a Mandalorian.
We got the Mandos here.
We do. And then you'll see some of my writing because I'm going to be working. I've written half of the season already for the new Star Wars show that I'm working on. So you'll see what's in my head, and then of course you'll see my face next in Marvel as Happy Hogan in Avengers 4.
So one big happy family. So yeah, so the final thing I just have to know is you are known for making films that are just pushing the edge of visual technology and creativity now. How did Star Wars sort of fit into that for you growing up as a filmmaker, and how do you find inspiration in those films when you're making what you make?
Well, most of the stuff that I use, most of the tools and techniques were invented by George Lucas. So everything from digital photography, digital editing systems, CGI, everything that I learned really came from watching all the innovations that he made. And slowly through my career, I've been able to learn the techniques that he's developed and trying to build upon them too. So like even for Lion King that I'm directing now, it's all CGI animation. So all those techniques, I wouldn't be able to make that movie if it hadn't been for George's legacy.
Amazing. Well, John, thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to find out more about Rio than the fact that he's got 4 arms and a monkey face. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got more from the red carpet in just a second, so stay with us.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this. What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true. Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys? If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
I'm 190 years old? You look great.
Push it! So glad we took this job!
Well, the action is winding down here on the red carpet, which means we need to get inside.
But before we go, let's check in with David Collins one last time.
Thanks, Andy and Anthony. This has been an amazing, amazing evening. We've had so many stars, some celebrities, the super fans, the filmmakers come through here. I've had a great time listening to all of you. Give your polls, upload your videos. It's been fantastic. Andy, Anthony.
Thanks, David, and thank you to all of the fans that participated in the show tonight, as well as everyone out there who watched live from home. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my gosh, Star Wars is the best, and it has the best fans. We simply cannot do any of this without your support, so thank you.
I have said it once, and I will say it again, because truer words have never been spoken. Star Wars fans are the best fans in the galaxy.
Wow. That is unreal. You guys are amazing. And I'm sure we'll all see all of them in the theater soon when Solo: A Star Wars Story opens nationwide on May 25th.
But for us, it starts right now, which means we got to wrap this up and get to our seats.
On behalf of Anthony and the entire cast and crew here, thanks for watching the Solo: A Star Wars Story premiere red carpet live stream presented by Nissan. And as always,
May the Force be with you.